My name is Wendy Kuchnicki. I am an independent consultant with Pampered Chef. Pampered Chef is a direct sales company, and we have all kinds of kitchen products, recipes, cooking tips, seasonings, spices, sauces to help you easily get a meal on the table. Okay, we do not provide your groceries. You still have to go grocery shopping or do it online. However, um, we have all of the kitchen products to make it easier for you to get a meal on the table. You can only buy Pampered Chef through a consultant. Like I said, we are a direct sales company, so you won't be able to find our products in any of the big box stores. And today I want to talk to you about charcuterie. The holidays are coming up, and I have found that this is a super easy way to feed a crowd, to not be tied to your stove, your oven, the timer going off, worrying about whether or not you're going to burn dinner, because charcuterie can just cover it all. So sometimes we have this for lunch in my house, even if it's just a couple of us. Sometimes you could prepare one, keep it in your refrigerator so that your kids have snack when they get home from school, or you can have snack if you're working from home. And it is just a great way to serve some appetizers when you are having some company. So, what is charcuterie? It originated in France, and the original charcuterie focused on meats. So, if you look at the platter in the middle, you'll see there's some salami, some prosciutto. You could do any kind of meats that you want. It has evolved, though, over the years to include sweets and cheeses and fruits and all kinds of other things to go along with it. These are just a couple of examples. These are actually from my home office. These aren't ones I have prepared. This is one that I had made for my husband and I to actually have for lunch. And we had this with some crackers. So you want to choose a whole assortment of flavors, textures. Literally, it is something for everyone, which is why this makes it such a great lunch if you have kids, because you can just basically put it all out there. Everybody picks what they like. And sometimes the big kids are the same way as the little kids. So there is no judgment here. Um, so this one, I just had some cheese and I kept it simple. It was just the two of us. Cheese, apples, some blueberries, that's prosciutto in the middle. There's some nuts around the edge. I don't usually use nuts in my charcuterie. I usually do seeds instead, but we have nut allergies in my house, but my husband and I don't. So every once in a while I get to splurge. You want to have something soft. You want to have something spicy. Maybe you want to add some pickles or olives and get that briny flavor. Maybe you want to have some honey on the side or some fig jam, apricot jam, things like that. And mix it up. I mean, basically, you can use these to clean out your refrigerator too if you wanted. All right, so if you guys remember back in August, I had a charcuterie class at my house, and this is the board that I had built. It doesn't matter what you use as your board. I'm going to show you this board later on at the end if anybody is interested, because it is a good size if you're feeding 15 to 20 people. You notice that I actually have a baked brie in that small cast iron skillet there. So those are little mini skillets. They're 5.5 inches. They come as a set of two. They are the perfect size. Exactly. They are the perfect size for an 8-inch, 5-inch, the 8-ounce. Sorry, the coffee didn't kick in yet. 8-ounce brie. And that one has apricot jam and sunflower seeds on top. I made some flowers out of the salami. It's kind of hard to see because the grapes are blocking the bottom of that. There's some prosciutto, and there's pepperoni on another plate as well. You can see I have a couple of hard cheeses. The little bowl, the white bowl up at the top, has honey in it. The bowl on the bottom has apricot jam. You can see there's some pickles there. I added some blueberries. And I did use a couple of kale leaves just to decorate the base. You don't have to do that. You know, you can make this as fancy or as simple as you want. Here's the other side of it. So you could see the rest. There was some olives also, a few different kinds of crackers. So definitely there's no limits. Like anything goes with charcuterie. What do you drink with charcuterie, right? Champagne is a good pairing. It's crisp, it's light, it pretty much goes with everything that's on this platter. Um, any type of white wine. You don't want a wine that has a high alcohol content. So if you do a red, stick with a rosé or a lighter red rather than a Merlot or a Malbec or a Cab that are a lot heavier, because the flavor of the reds is going to overpower all of the other delicious flavors that you have on your table. This is another spread that I had done. It's a little simpler. I used a stone platter instead of the big cutting board and just kind of mixed it up a little bit with some veggies and hummus. There's some chocolates in the one bowl in the back, which adds some sweet and a splash of color. You can see I like my blueberries because this one also had blueberries in it. And in the middle of the round platter, you see I have some pumpkin seeds in there. So pretty much just make it yours. And just to throw a few more ideas out there for your holiday entertaining, you can do a cookie board, you can do any type of dessert board, hot chocolate board, you could do an ice cream topping board, a bagel board, and have your bagels, different kinds of cream cheese, butter, all your cheeses, lox if you like it, any kind of lunch meats to go with it. So sandwiches are another option. Really, I mean, you can just mix it up and do anything that you wanted with these. And just here are a few products that will make it easier. So if you do have a charcuterie board, I happen to like the round one in the top left because it's actually a lazy Susan. So people can spin it to get to what they want. And that set does come with all the utensils in the little white bowls. We have a beautiful cheese knife where you can either slice or plain if you want really thin slices. Of course, we have those beautiful stoneware entertaining platters, and I'm just going to toss out that those are 60% off for all of my hosts this month. If you are interested in gathering some of your friends and having a Sips and Apps charcuterie party at your house, I am happy to talk to you about that as well. The big cutting board at the bottom, that's the board I had used from the big spread I had at my house. You can see the indentations on the side. So when you flip that board over, it's actually completely flat. And then those are handles. So you can easily pick your charcuterie board up off of your countertop. And then lastly, that's the little mini cast iron that I had showed you. That's the perfect size to put on your charcuterie board.